Hello students, last class we have discussed the problems related to the ends of diameter of circle and some of the geometrical properties related to circle, like the perpendicular bisector of any chord of circle is always passing through center of the circle, and if any chord subtend an angle theta at the point which is on the major arc of the circle, then the same chord should subtend an angle 2 theta at the center of the circle. From that we conclude that angles in the same segment are equal. Also we have observed that equal length of chords are always equidistant from the center of the circle. This type of geometrical properties have seen in the last class. Now let us extend some more concepts related to the geometrical properties of the same circle, and then we go to the parametric equations of circle. What are the parametric equations of circle? What we need to learn parametric equations even though we know the equation of circle, and let us see the corresponding problems related to them. Okay, let us start the class. See this property. This is very interesting property for you. Also, it is very useful in your JEE mains as well as advanced problems. A regular polygon of n sides, each side of length A. What is given length? A. Regular polygon means what? A polygon is a closed curve having some sides and each side of length equal. That is the speciality of the regular polygon of. It consists of how many sides? N sides. Each side of length is given to you, that is A units. What is that? That is inscribed in a circle of radius is what? R units. Then we are given a relation between A, R, N like this. R is equals to A by 2 cosecant pi by N. This is the statement. What is here? Some polygon is there. It consists of N sides. Each side of length A units, that is inscribed in your circle having radius R units. Then we are going to give the relation between A, R, N, that is R is equals to A by 2 cosecant pi by N. It is very easy to prove this one. Once if you draw the figure, let us try to draw the figure. This is your circle of radius R units. Now I am going to insert a regular polygon sides, each side of length A units. See here, this is a regular polygon. For sake of my convenience, I am given only 6 sides here. Actually, it has n sides. If I draw n-sided polygon, it's something difficult to see the figure. That's why just I am taking 6 sides. Okay. So your number of sides in the regular polygon is n, say. But I am showing here 6 only. Okay. This is the center of the circle. Now you are going to make the relation between R, A and N. Am I correct or not? Now see here, what is the distance from here to here? R units. Because the distance from center to any point on the circumference of circle is what? R units. Again, this is also R units. Now is it isosceles triangle or not? Yes, these two sides are equal, therefore this becomes an isosceles triangle. Again, draw perpendicular to the one of the side. So what is the length of the side here? The length of the side is A units given to you. Okay. Next, what is the angle now? Now my question is, what is the angle? The entire angle is what? 360 degrees. So this 360 degrees is divided into n equal parts because you have n sides are there. So 2 pi by n is the angle made by this one. We know that this is the angular bisector. Last class we have discussed why it becomes angular bisector, why it becomes perpendicular bisector, why it is median in an isosceles triangle. 2 pi by n by 2 is your angle, that is pi by n. This is angle pi by n. Am I correct or not? So that is the angle pi by n. Right? This is the condition given in your statement This is the corresponding diagram. From this diagram, it is very easy to show this result r is equals to a by 2 cosecant pi by n. Am I correct or not? Very easy. You can do this one. This is r units. Now tell me what is the distance from here to here? A by 2. Because this is perpendicular bisector. So we have the diagram in this manner. This is r units. This is a by 2 units. What is the angle here? The angle is pi by n. You can say anyone. What is sin theta? Sin pi by n is equals to a by 2 by r. Just to cross multiply, we obtain r is equals to a by 2 by sin pi by n. If the sin pi by n coming to the numerator, that is cosecant pi by n. Hence, r is equals to a by 2 cosecant pi by n. In this manner, we can get some relation between a or n. So what is a? Length of side of regular polygon. N is the number of sides. R is the radius of circle. Remember, your regular polygon is inside of circle, then only you have to apply this one. Regular polygon is inscribed in the circle. Next, let us see the property. Your regular polygon is ascribed to the circle. I mean, the circle is inside of your regular polygon. Suppose your regular polygon is inside, you have to use this formula. R is equals to a by 2 cosecant pi by n. Don't forget, a is the length of the side, n is the number of sides, r is the radius of the circle. Understand? Now, let us reverse this concept. A circle of radius r units is inscribed in a regular polygon of n sides. Each side of length a units, then r is equals to a by 2 cot pi by n. You are going to prove that. What is r here? A by 2 cot pi by n. What is the difference between the previous statement and this statement? In previously, regular polygon is inscribed in your circle. Here, circle is inscribed in the regular polygon. So, the role of the circle and regular polygon are changed here. How to prove this one? It is very easy for you. Let us see. This is your circle. This is the regular polygon which is ascribed to this circle. We mean circle is inscribed in your regular polygon. For sake of convenience, I have taken only the 6 sides, but it is n-sided regular polygon. You feel that one. So, what is the side length here? A units. What is the radius of the same circle here? R units. See here, this is the center of circle. So, I am going to join the center to the edges, vertices of the regular polygon like that. This is not R. The distance from here to here is R units. This is not R units. Okay. Now, this is R units. Now, my question is it isosceles triangle or not? Again, it is an isosceles triangle. These two lengths are equal. This is the radius of the circle. So, for this isosceles triangle, the line is the perpendicular bisector. That is why its length is half. This is a by 2. This is also a by 2 units. Okay. Now, my question is, what is the angle here? Same thing. The entire thing is 360 degrees. It is divided into n equal parts. We get 2 pi by n. 2 pi by n by 2. 2 pi by n by 2. That means this is the angle 2 pi by n. Half will be there. Therefore, that is 2 gets cancelled. The angle is pi by n. So, its angle is what now? Pi by n. In the previously we discussed with the same diagram, but this is the right angle triangle. What is side length now here? A by 2. The angle is pi by n. And here we got r. In previously we get r here. For this problem, this is r units, this is a by 2 units, and the angle is pi by n. Understand? Anybody you can say which angle you have to prefer? This is opposite side, this is adjacent side. Tan theta you have to apply. Tan pi by n is equals to a by 2 by R. From this, can you calculate the value of R or not? Yes, you can easily find the value of R. R is equals to A by 2 by tan pi by n. If it comes to the numerator, that is cot pi by n. So, R is equals to A by 2 cot pi by n. Your circle is inscribed in your regular polygon of n sides, each side of length A units, then the relation is R is equals to A by 2 cot pi by n. Remember, your regular polygon is inscribed. You have to use R is equals to A by 2 cosecant pi by n. Your regular polygon is ascribed to the circle. You have to use R is equals to A by 2 cot pi by n. With the help of these two results, let us do some problem. How to do this one? Let us see. This is the corresponding problem. I think all of you. Okay. Now let us see the problem related to this one. A circle is inscribed in an equilateral triangle of side length A units, and a square is inscribed in it. Then what they are asking? They are asking the area of the square is what? That is your question. Read yourself the question once again. A circle is there which is inscribed in an equilateral triangle, each side of length how much? A units. Then a square is inscribed in that circle. We have to find out the area of that square. We have to find out the area of the square. Let us use those two concepts what we have discussed just now to get the answer. Okay. We can do this problem without using any formula also. I will do both the methods. Let us see. This is your equilateral triangle, each side of length A units. This is A units. Similarly, this is also A units. This is also A units. Listen carefully, my dear students. This is the circle which is inscribed in your equilateral triangle. Now my question is it regular polygon or not? Equilateral triangle is closed figure, all equal sides. Therefore, it is a regular polygon of 3 sides. This is ascribed to this circle. Similarly, consider one square which is inscribed in this circle. So, this is also a regular polygon of 4 sides. It is inscribed, this one is ascribed to our circle. Two conditions are given here. Now, what you have to find out here? You have to find out the area of this square. You have to find out the area of this square. This is the diagram related to this question. Okay. How to start this problem? Now, let R be the radius of the required circle. Say R is the radius of a circle. Your aim is what? You have to find out the area of the square in terms of A. If you choose R, you have to eliminate R. Okay. Your answer must be in terms of A. That is your target. Let R be the radius of circle, say. Now, is it ascribed or not? This is ascribed. Side is what? A units. So, what is the relation we have discussed in previously? R is equals to A by 2 cot or cosecant. You have to apply cot because this is outside. A by 2 cot pi by n. Pi by n is what here? 3. R is equals to A by 2 cot pi by 3. So, R is equals to A by 2 cot 60, 1 by root 3. So, A by 2 root 3. Therefore, the value of R in terms of A is R is equals to A by 2 root 3. R value we obtained, that is A by 2 root 3. This is equation number 1, say. Let x be the length of the side of square. Let x be the length of the side of square, say. This is a regular polygon of how many sides? 4 sides. Now what is the relation? R is equals to x by 2 cosecant pi by 4. Because n is what here? Here number of sides is 4. Here the number of sides is 3. Again, r is equals to x by 2 because length of side is x. Cosecant pi by 4. So x by 2 into cosecant pi by 4, that is nothing but root 2. All of you know. This is nothing but x by root 2. This is r. From that, can you calculate the value of x or not? So x is equals to root 2r. What is x square now? X square is nothing but 2r square. Now my question is it your x square is the area of square or not? X is the length of the side, immediately x square is the area of your square. But we want of a, we don't know the value of r. So you have to convert your r in terms of a by 1. So what is that? 2 times of, what is your r square? A square by 4 3s are 12. A square by 12. 2 cancel out 6 times, that is a square by 6. So area of square is equals to a square by 6 square units. A square by 6 square units. So I have applied the two concepts what we discussed just now. We obtain the area of the square. Understand? Without using any formula, we can manipulate the diagram itself, we get the answer. How to get this one, let us see. This is the problem. I don't know any formula. Let us try to do this problem. Let r be the radius of circle. This is the center of circle. This is the radius of the circle. Now if you join like this, what is the angle? This is the total angle is 60 degrees. Therefore it will be half 30 degrees. Now this is the perpendicular bisector, then automatically its length becomes what? A by 2 units. The distance from here to here. Now from this right angle triangle, can I take tan 30 degrees or not? What is tan 30 degrees? Tan 30 degrees is equals to r by a by 2. Tan 30, what is tan 30? 1 by root 3. 1 by root 3 is equals to r by a by 2. Implies, what is the value of r? A by 2 into 1 by 3. A by 2 root 3. R is equals to a by 2 root 3. Suppose, let x be the length of side, then this is also x. What is the area of square now? X square. X square, this is radius r units, then my question is what is the distance from here to here? 2r. R plus r is 2r. 2r, this is x, this is also x. By Pythagoras law, x square plus x square, 2x square is equals to what? 2r whole square, that is 4r square. From the square itself we obtain this condition. 2 cancel out 2 times. So your x square is equals to 2r square. What is your x square? Area of your square. That is nothing but 2r square. You have the r value. Just to substitute here, we get the required answer. X square is equals to 2 times of r square by 4 3s are 12. It cancel out 6 times. So x square is equals to a square by 6. So your answer is x square is equals to a square by 6. Its area is obtained by a square by 6 square units. Understand? I am not using any formula here. Just by diagram itself I obtain the solution. Dear students, if you have the concept, you can play with geometry. Okay? So a square is there. This is inscribed in a circle. This circle is inscribed in one equilateral triangle. We have to find out the area of square when the length of the side of the equilateral triangle is given to you. Understand? In this manner, we can do this problem by using the formula or by using this concept. So, let us see one more concept. This is the another concept. It is also very useful in your problems as well as JEE. shortest and longest distances from an external point P to the circle. Shortest and longest distances from an external point P to any circle. We mean what? P is any point. If it is outside to the circle, we can say which is the shortest distance from point to the circle. We mean you have infinite number of points on the circle. Am I correct or not? Take each and every point on the circle, find the distance from the point to the given point. We get so many distances. We have to find out which is nearest. Which is nearest. Your task is you have to identify the point on the circle. Which one is nearer to my point? Your point to the circle, this is meaningful. Understand? Otherwise, this is not meaningful. Okay? So, we have to find out the shortest and longest distances from an external point P to the circle. Sometimes maybe your point is inside, you proceed the same manner, we have the distances, which one is minimum, that is also sometimes meaningful, no problem. So, you take any point, you have to identify the point on the circle, which one is nearer to my point, which one is nearer to my point, either inside or outside, whatever it may be. If it is outside, that is very meaningful. Sometimes that may be inside. You can also identify the point which is nearer to the point. No problem. Let us see what is the meaning by diagrammatically. This is your circle. This is the center of the circle. C say. Now, this is your given point. What is your task? You have to find out the points on the circumference of circle, which one is nearer to this P. That is my question. So many points are there. Here, 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 here. So many, infinite number of points are there. Join each and every point to this point. You get so many distances. You have to identify which one is the smallest distance. That corresponding point is the nearest point on the circle to the point. So, shortest distance you can find out, nearest point on the circle also you can find out. Understand? How to do this one? Now, just I am going to join the center to the given point. It intersects the circle at 2 points. Am I correct or not? This is at A, this is at B. Now, my question is it diameter or not? Any chord passing through center of the circle is always of your circle. Understand? So, this is the given point, this is the center of circle, join C to P, the line intersects the circle at 2 points, these are the extremities of a diameter of the circle. I am saying, this is the nearest point to this point and this is the farthest point to the same point P to the circle by diagram itself. All of you agree, this is A nearer to this point, that is the point B nearer to the farther to this same point P. If you take the point here, the distance is here to here. So here to here is the shorter than this distance. By looking itself you can conclude, but is there any theory without seeing this problem, without looking the diagram, is there any theory to show that this is the nearest point? Yes, we have theory. Suppose I am not taking this as the nearest point, I would like to take this sum A dash is the nearest point. My A dash is nearest point I am saying. By diagrammatical itself all of you agree A is the nearest point. But somebody say, without just you are showing the diagram, why should I accept that A as nearest point? How to do that one? Is there any theory that also, or is there any theory or not? They may ask. I am going to explain that one. A dash is the point. Suppose A is not the nearest point. A dash is the nearest point to this one which is on the circle. Now I am going to join A dash to C. I am going to join A dash to C. Is it a triangle or not? P A dash C is triangle. Right? So sum of two sides is more than the third side. Sum of two sides. What is P A dash plus A dash C, which is always greater than PC. These are the two sides of triangle. This is the third side. sum of any two sides is always greater than the third side. PA dash plus A dash C. What is PC? PC is nothing but PA plus AC. PA dash plus A dash C, which is greater than PA plus AC. My question is, A dash C is equals to AC or not? A dash C is equals to AC, that's why we are cancelled out. PA dash greater than PA. Now tell me, this is A dash is any point on the circumference of circle. This is my favorite point. Which distance is less? Tell me yourself. PA is the less distance. So PA is the less distance. So I am taking PA is the shortest distance from point P to my circle. PA is the shortest distance. So how to get the shortest distance? If you have any point in the plane of circle S is equal to 0, just join C to P that intersects the circle at A and B. Now this is the nearest point, that will be the farthest point. So what is PA? PA is equals to, this is the distance from here to here, CP, they will give the center of the circle. If the circle is given to you, you can easily find the center of the circle. So P is the given point, you can easily find the distance from C to P, that is CP minus radius R. So shortest distance is equals to C minus R. Shortest distance is what? CP minus R. So this is the shortest distance, CP minus R. How to obtain this one? Distance from C to P, you get CP minus R, radius of the circle, CP minus R. In the same manner, CP plus R, this is CP. CP plus R gives what? Longest distance from the point to the circle, S is equals to 0. What is C? Center of the circle. What is R? Radius of the circle. CP minus R is the shortest distance. CP plus R is the longest distance. Modulus of CP minus R. If it is, your point is outside of the circle, this is the formula, CP minus R. Your point may be inside sometimes. Okay. Even though it has meaning or meaningless, your point may be inside of the circle, the formula becomes R minus CP. R minus CP. Okay. So inside of house, what is the nearest distance from the point person to the house? There is no meaning. There is no meaning. Some person is outside of his house, which is the distance from the point person to that house. That is meaningful. Understand? So sometimes in your problems, the point may be inside of the circle, so the formula becomes R minus CP. R minus CP. So if the point is inside of the circle, radius is more than the distance from C to P. You can easily understand. PA is equals to CP minus R if it is outside of circle. If it is inside, R minus CP will be there. So convenient you take modulus. CP minus R modulus. CP plus R modulus, that gives the longest distance. No need to take modulus there, both are the distances. CP plus R the longest distance, CP minus R is the shortest distance. Now my question is, how to obtain these 2 points? How to obtain these 2 points? This is the point which is P and C. What is the distance here? The distance from here to here is CP minus R. What is the distance from here to here? R units. So can I take A divides PC in the ratio CP minus R is to R or not? Yes. The divides in the ratio CP minus R is to R internally. CP minus R is to R internally. Am I correct or not? Yes. That is internal ratio. Similarly, this is also R units. How to obtain the coordinates of B? B divides same PC segment in the ratio CP plus R is to R externally. So what is the distance from here to here? This is CP plus R. CP plus R is to R. So that is what PB by CB. You know the ratios very well. PB by CB gives the ratio which divides P in the ratio PC. So the point B divides the line segment PC. The B is outside of the segment. That is why we have to apply external formula. What is the ratio? CP plus R is to R externally. Understand? Now, See this one. Longest distance is what? Cp plus r. Shortest distance is what? Cp minus r. And A is the nearest point on the circle to the point P, and it divides PC in the ratio Cp minus r is to r internally, and B is the farthest point on the circle which divides same PC in the ratio Cp plus r is to r externally. I explained these 4 points. Understand? So, in this section, we discussed how to obtain the shortest distance, longest distance from given point to the point on the circle. So, shortest distance and longest distance. We mean you have to pick out the point on the circumference of circle such that that is nearer to your point. Similarly, you have to pick out the point on the circumference of circle such that that is the farthest from this point. So, this PB is the longest distance, this PA is the shortest distance. This divides in the ratio Cp minus r is to r internally, and same B divides Cp plus r is to r externally. Once if you have the coordinates of this point, immediately you can find that point also, because is it adherent of the diameter or not? You know the center, you know one extremity, can you find the other extremity or not? Without finding Cp plus r is to r externally, once if you know this point, you can easily find out that point also. Okay, these are the 4 points, my dear students. These are very, very important points to identify the shortest distance, longest distance, nearest point and farthest to your given point. Okay, next. See the another concept. This is also related to shortest and longest distances. In the previous concept, we have point and circle. Here, circle and line. To find the nearest point on the line, we have to find out the nearest point on the line to the circle. Nearest point on the line to the circle. Right? Your line is completely outside of the circle. If it intersect, what is the nearest point? The point of intersection will be the nearest point on the line to the circle. Am I correct or not? So, to enjoy the concept, I am giving the condition, your line is outside of the circle. Listen very, very, very carefully. All the concepts are very, very, very nearer to them. So, once if you thoroughly observe the concepts, you can get the results very beautifully. Otherwise, it is very difficult to you, my dear students. Listen carefully. In previously, I am given point. Here, I am mentioned line. Let us see the diagram. Without drawing diagram, you can't expect the answers related to geometry problems. You should be mentally thorough to prepare and write the diagrams to each and every problem, if possible. This is your circle. It's the center of the circle. See, say, this is line, doesn't touch as well as doesn't intersect your circle. You have to identify the point on this line which is in the circle, which is nearer to the circle. That is my ambition. Now I am going to find out the point. I am saying this is my favorable point. I am saying why it becomes my favorable point, I will explain within seconds. This is the point P. If you join C to P, I am saying this is the nearest point on the line to the circle. How it obtained? Why we are taking this point as nearest point? So you have 2 tasks. Clearly, I am saying this is 90 degrees. Am I correct or not? Yes, this is 90 degrees. Just for this concept, you draw the perpendicular from center to given line. Get this foot. That foot is your nearest point on the line to the circle. That's it. What you have to do? Draw the perpendicular from center to your line. You get foot, that is nearest point on the line to the circle. Why? Why you are going to agree? See here, I am not accept with this point P. Go for another point P dash. No problem. This is your point P dash. Now, can you join P dash to C or not? Yes, you can immediately join. What you obtain here, my dear students, this is right angle triangle. For any right angle triangle, is the hypotenuse more than any side of the triangle or not? Yes. So for this right angle triangle, this hypotenuse is more than these two sides. Clearly, P dash C is more than PC. P dash C is your hypotenuse and PC is one of the side. P dash C is greater than PC. So from that, which one is the nearest distance? PC is the nearest distance. Clearly, my dear students, this is R, this is also R. So this distance is farther than the distance. So if you remove R from these two sides, this is the distance. Suppose A dash, P dash A dash, this is Px say. P dash A dash is more than Px. Because P dash C can be written as P dash A dash plus A dash C. A dash C, which is greater than Px plus Xc. What is Xc? What is Ca dash? Ca dash and Cx will be cancelled out. So P dash A dash is more than Px. P dash A dash is the distance from here to here. Px is the distance from here to here. I am saying X is the nearest point to the circle. P is the corresponding point on the line. So for this problem, there are two questions you may ask. Which is the nearest point on the circle to the line? Which is the nearest point on the line to the circle? There are two questions may be asked. Understand? See the logic, see the concept, observe thoroughly. You can enjoy with the concept. Okay? P dash A is greater than Px. What you conclude? This is the nearest point. P dash A is greater than Px. So is the farther than P. Similarly, A dash is farther than X. Right? So X is the nearest point on the circle to the line. P is the nearest point on the line to the circle. One shot in two birds. Understand? You just draw the perpendicular from center to your line. You get 2 points of intersections. Both are nearer to each other. Understand? So with respect to your problem, take the center, you have the line, find the foot of perpendicular drawn from center to the line, that is the nearest point on the line to the circle. As well as how to find this point, this is R units, this is CP units, this is CP minus R. Am I correct or not? The distance is CP minus R. You have the distance, similarly you have the radius R, you can apply. You know the foot of the perpendicular. You know the coordinates of C. Cp minus R is to our internal formula. You apply, you get the point on the circle. Point on the line is very easy. A little bit of difficult to find the point on the circle. How to find that one? After getting the coordinates of P, you apply the Cp minus R is to R ratio to the PC. You get the point which is nearer to the line on the circle. Similarly, can you find the farthest point or not? This is the extremity, other extremity of the diameter of circle. See the concepts one by one, how they are building, how they are increasing, how they are concluding, how they are convert to each other. What is the relation from one concept to the another concept? If you have thorough, then you can easily solve this type of concepts. Otherwise, we can't do anything. Understand? So in this manner, you can't compromise. Why, when, where? These are your real friends. If you have any doubt, draw the diagram, see the previous concepts, how to apply them, how to avoid the problem, how to get the beautiful results. You have to think yourself. Then only the subject will be increased for you. Okay? So this is your nearest point on the line to the circle. This is the nearest point on the circle to the line. Two concepts will be get. This is the concept. Okay. My dear students, we are entering to the next concept. This is parametric equations of circle. Very, 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 very important concept. My first question is, you have the circle, you know how to write the equation of circle, whatever it may be. What we need to go for another way of the equation of circle, that is the parametric form. You have the main form, x square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0 is there. But what we need to go for another form of the equation of circle, that is parametric form. What is the importance? What we need to go for that one? It will done the problems which one is not solved by the direct equation itself. Once if you have the parametric equations of curve, you can easily identify some point on the curve itself. You can easily identify some point on the curve itself. You know very well what are the parametric equations of straight line. X is equals to x1 plus or minus r cos theta, y equal to y1 plus or minus r sin theta. Which one is parameter here? R or theta? Theta is fixed. Theta is the inclination of your line and r is the distance that is varying from fixed point to your required point. Am I correct or not? So once if you know the parametric equations itself, if you put r value there, you get immediately the point on the line. Right? Once if you know the r value, if you change the r values, you get the different points in your line. Suppose your line is ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Can you give me one point immediately? You fix some x coordinate and then you have to find the y coordinate. You are going to give the point, the coordinates of the point. But once if you know the parametric equations, fraction of seconds you can give the point on the curve. That is the importance of the parametric equations. And also we can easily do some locus problems related to the parametric equations. In ellipse, hyperbola, whatever it may be, if you want to prove so many results, you are going to use the parametric equations itself. That is the importance of the parametric equations. Understand? Main important thing is what here? You have to immediately identify the point on the curve. Point on the curve. The parametric equations of circle with center at x1, y1 and radius r are obtained by x is equals to x1 plus r cos theta and y is equals to y1 plus r sin theta, where theta is parameter and which lies between 0 to 2 pi. In your straight lines, theta is fixed. Here theta is varying. R is varying there. Here R is fixed. Both formulas are same, but the meaning is 100% different. Okay. What is R of the equation here? R is the radius of circle. What are x1, y1? x1, y1 is the center of your circle. So x is equals to x1 plus r cos theta, y is equal to y1 plus r sin theta are the parametric equations of circle. How to prove this one? Listen very carefully. Then only we can understand the parametric equation. I would like to try my level best to explain these results to obtain. Okay. This is x-axis. This is your y-axis, say. Consider circle S is equal to 0. For my sake of convenience, I am taking in the first quadrant. Similarly, you can take second, third, fourth quadrants, whatever it may be. What is your target? Don't forget your target at any time. You are going to find out the coordinates of any point on the circumference of circle like x1 plus r cos theta, comma, y1 plus r sin theta. What is x1, y1? Center of the circle. What is r? Radius of circle. Theta is parameter. That is varying from point to point. That is the most important in the parametric equations. What is your aim? You have to identify the general point on the circle in terms of center and radius. Understand? So what is the varying here? Theta. If you change the theta value, the coordinates of the point on the circumference of circle are varying. Understand? Now this is your circle. These are the coordinate axis. This is my center of the circle, that is given to you x1 comma y1 as shown in this figure. Clearly observe that. Just I am saying these are coordinate axis. This is circle having center at x1 comma y1. Now this is the any point on the circle. x comma y say. Let P be any point on the circumference of circle whose coordinates are say x comma y. I am going to write those coordinates in terms of x1, y1 and radius. Then only we can write any point on the circumference of circle in terms of r and x1, y1. Immediately we can produce so many points on the circumference of the circle. Okay. Now I am going to lines which are parallel to my coordinate axis through the center. What is my first operation here? I am drawing two lines passing through center of circle parallel to the two coordinate axis. That is the first operation. What is your target? You are going to write the coordinates of P, my dears. Don't forget. Draw perpendicular from P to the x-axis. And draw line joining to the P to the center. It intersects the x-axis at this point as shown in the figure. My first operation is to draw the lines passing through center parallel to coordinate axis and draw the perpendicular from P to the x-axis. Also I draw one line through P and C, where C is the center of circle. That line intersects the x-axis at that point. Now my question is, if it is theta, what is the angle here? This is angle, that is also theta, because this is the sequence of two lines. Immediately that is also theta. So these two triangles are similar triangles. It is also theta. If the theta is varying, the coordinates of points are varying, because if the point is moving from here to here, then join to P, you get the line will be in this form. The theta is varying. The theta is varying. That is why when theta is moving, your coordinates, your point is also moving, correspondingly its coordinates are changed. Right? This is the diagram. With the help of this diagram, we are going to find the equations. X is equal to x1 plus r cos theta, y equal to y1 plus r sin theta. We mean find out the coordinates of P, that is x1 plus r cos theta comma y1 plus r sin theta. How to do this one? My dear students, this is x comma y. What is the distance from here to here? That is x. What is the distance from here to here? Is x-axis. This is your y-axis. So the distance from here to here, entire distance is y units. Geometry first class, first concept. This is x, this is y. Now my question is, what is the distance from here to here? x1. The distance from here to here is y1. What is the distance here? R units. Now anybody tell me the distance from here to here, how much? Is it r cos theta or not? Apply cos theta. This is some P, say P by R. Some L, say L by R. So L is equals to r cos theta. What is the distance from here? R sin theta. Listen very carefully, my dears. So this is x1. This is up to here r cos theta. This is y1. The distance from here to here is also what? R sin theta. If it is r sin theta, the distance is also r sin theta. Now tell me what is x. The distance x is nothing but x is equal to the distance from here to here plus here to here. That is nothing but x1 plus r cos theta. x1 plus r cos theta. Now what is y? Y is the distance from here to here. That is nothing but this is r sin theta plus y1. From figure itself we have obtained the equations. Am I correct or not? Y is equals to y1 plus r sin theta. So we have the triangle like this. This is r, this is theta. Immediately what is the distance? This is r cos theta, this is r sin theta. Okay, this is acute angle which is in the first quadrant. We obtain in this manner. This is r cos theta, r sin theta, r it is theta. We obtain the parametric equations. The range of theta is what here? 0 less than or equal to theta less than 2 pi. From figure itself we obtain the parametric equations. So, if you give theta is equals to 30 degrees, theta equal to 120 degrees, theta equal to 60 degrees, like that, x1, y1 is fixed, r is fixed. We are moving x comma y or not? As the values of x and y are varying, you plug them, you get x comma y, that is any point on the circumference of circle. If you just give theta equal to 30 degrees, it produces immediately the given point. In the x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy equal to 0, you have to take x is equal to something and then you have to find out the value of y. But here you just give one variable, theta is equal to 30 degrees. Immediately it produces the point on the circumference of the circle. Am I correct or not? This is the specialty of the parametric equations of circle. My dear students, don't confuse with the parametric equations of straight line as well as the parametric equations of the circle. In your straight line, this is the diagram. This is your x-axis. Theta is angle made by the line with the positive direction of x-axis. Your line is passing through the fixed point x1 comma y1. You can write the coordinates of x comma y by x is equal to x1 plus or minus r cos theta, y is equal to y1 plus or minus r sin theta. R is the distance from here to here. The distance r is varying by moving the point on the line itself. So, if it is r, your point is here. Here r is varying. Here r doesn't vary because once if the circle is fixed, radius of circle is fixed. So, r is varying here, r is fixed there. Here theta is fixed here, theta is varying here. Theta is varying by moving the line itself. But your line is fixed here, the theta, that is the inclination of the line, will be fixed here. So, don't confuse both the formulas even though they are represents the equal equations. X is equals to x1 plus r cos theta, y is equals to y1 plus r sin theta. What is x1, y1? Center of the circle. What is radius of the circle? Understand? Just by looking at the diagram itself, we obtain the coordinates of the point which is moving on the circle. These are parametric equations. Let us do some problems related to this one. See here, see the question, read yourself. A square is inscribed in a circle, x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equals to 0. This is the circle. A square is there which is inscribed in your circle, whose two of its sides are parallel to the coordinate axis. This is the condition. How many sides have your side? Square, 4 sides, in which 2 of them are parallel to coordinate axis. What is your task? You have to identify the coordinates of the vertices of square. You have to identify the coordinates of the vertices of square. Understand? How to do this one? There is a circle. One square is inscribed in the circle. Let us try to draw the figure first of all, then we can explain. These are the coordinate axes. This is your circle, s is equals to 0. X square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equals to 0. Now, this is the square which is inscribed in your circle. Which is inscribed in your circle. What you are going to find out? You are going to find out the coordinates of the vertices of square. What is the speciality of this square? 2 of its sides are parallel to your coordinate axis as shown in this figure. This is your diagram. With the help of this diagram, we are in a position to find out the coordinates of the vertices of the square. How to do this one? In the same manner, this is the center of the circle. What is the center of the circle? Minus g comma minus f. All of you know what is the angle here? 90 degrees. If you join like this, what is the angle? 45 degrees. Because this is the isosceles triangle, right angled isosceles triangle. Even though if it is isosceles triangle, that will be 45 degrees. This is also isosceles triangle. So for this isosceles triangle, the angle will be bisector. Because this is the angular bisector, the angle must be 45 degrees. If it is 45 degrees, if you join like this is also 45 degrees. Am I correct or not? The line is parallel to x-axis. The game is over. What is the distance here? R units. X1, use the parametric equations of straight line itself. X is equals to x1 plus cos theta, y is equals to y1 plus or minus r sin theta. Because the distance from here to here is minus g, I am not saying g is positive. This is minus g, this is r cos theta. Minus g plus r cos theta. Theta is what here? 45 degrees. Similarly, y1 plus, this is y1 plus r sin theta. y1 plus r sin theta. So, what are the coordinates now? Minus g plus or minus r cos 45 degrees, comma, minus f plus or minus r sin 45 degrees. We mean what? Minus g plus or minus r by root 2, comma, minus f plus or minus r by root 2. Finish. One square is there whose two of its sides are parallel to your coordinate axis. Then the coordinates of its vertices are immediately obtained by this formula. What is that? Minus g plus or minus r by root 2, comma, minus f plus or minus r by root 2. Understand? Once if they give the circle equation, immediately we can write the coordinates of vertices of your square which is inscribed in that circle. What is minus g minus f? Center of the circle. What is r? Radius of the circle by root 2. Okay, 4 points. Both plus one time you get one coordinates, plus minus, minus plus, minus minus. These are the 4 corresponding vertices of your square which is inscribed in the circle. Understand? Let us see one more thing related to same concept. A square is inscribed in the circle. Just like previously. A square is inscribed in the circle x square plus y square plus minus 2x plus 4y minus 93 equal to 0. With its sides are parallel to coordinate axis, then the coordinates of its vertices are dash. This is the problem related to the previous concept. Just we discussed. One square is there that is inscribed in your circle. Its two of its sides are parallel to your coordinate axis. You are going to find out the coordinates of the vertices of your square, right? These are the coordinate axes as shown in this figure. This is your circle. What is the center of the circle now? 1 comma minus 2. Center C is equals to 1 comma minus 2. Actually it is in the which quadrant? 4th quadrant. I think x coordinate is positive, y is negative. Actually this will be in the 4th quadrant. Just I am writing the rough diagram to you. Center is 1 comma minus 2. This is the square which is inscribed in the circle. You are going to find out the vertices of the square. Actually this entire figure is in the 4th quadrant. Understand? These were center 4th quadrant. No need to your entire circle in the 4th quadrant. Your center must and should be in the 4th quadrant, right? The circle may be intersect x-axis or y-axis by depends upon the g square greater than c or less than c, whatever it may be. I think this is my rough diagram. Okay, it is not exact diagram, rough diagram. That's all. So this is the center. What is the radius of circle now? Radius r is equals to root of 1 plus 4 minus of minus plus 93. This is root 98. We mean that is nothing but 49 into this is 7 root 2. We have the radius. We have the coordinates of center. So we have the circle equation. What is the center now? Center C is equals to plus 1 comma minus 2. Center. What is the radius now? Radius r is equals to root of 1 plus 4 minus of minus plus 93. Root 98. This is nothing but 2 into 47. This is nothing but 49. Sorry. That is 7 root 2. So radius of circle r is equals to 7 root 2. So you have minus g comma minus f and r. Now what are the coordinates? What is the formula? Minus g plus r minus r by root 2 comma minus f plus r minus r by root 2. That means what? Minus g, that is 1. Don't put minus again. 1 plus r minus r is 7 root